The time has now come for us all to do more. From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home. Because the critical thing we must do to stop the disease spreading between households
is to do a free musical comedy show every Friday at 7.
Do not cough into your hands, do not sneeze onto your nan, or else you will not like what happens next. And I reckon wash your hands for 20 seconds and don't meet people in the bathroom for gay anonymous sex. And you shouldn't touch your face. You shouldn't touch your face. You shouldn't touch your face, your face, your face. Don't even touch your face, your face, your face. David gone do 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 do. David gone do 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 do. David gone do 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 do. David gone. Sang the songs do 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 do. Sang the songs do 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 do. Sang the songs do 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 do. Sang the songs in the Pesh Mode. When I'm with my baby, I go out of my mind. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. He's dressed in a tuxedo, drinking a glass of Pinot. He's from the fucking Beano, the Rees-Mogg family. 'Cause Santa Claus is coming to town. What the hell is he doing here? I'm over 30. Hell is gone and heaven's here. There's nothing left for you to fear. Shake your ass, come over here, now scream. I'm a burning effigy of everything I used to be. You're my rock of empathy, my dear. Come on, let me entertain you. Come on, let me entertain you. Come on, let me entertain you. Hello there, everybody. Welcome to Songs from the Spare Room, a bonus anniversary stream. I've got my beer. I've got my flowery shirt. I've got the people in chat. Hello, everyone. It's been a fucking year. And I mean it's been a fucking year. Thank you very much for the messages that I received today from friends and fans. It's somber in a sense that we've been dealing with this pandemic for over a year now. But it is the 1 year anniversary of Songs from the Spare Room. I tried to get myself a badge, because you remember I wore this 50 badge for the 50th show. Well, I went down to the discount shop in Ruskington, the village that I live in and have been broadcasting for a year now. They don't have any 1 badges. The lowest is 13 and the highest is 80. And I don't know if I was being pessimistic about the age expectancy, the life expectancy even of our villages, but it's okay. I've got an address label. I've written a 1 on it, and I'm going to just place that over there. Right, beautiful. And now, there we go. Let's just put this in me. Wonderful. Yeah, I'm 1. I'm 1 today. Lisa Delso, how long is this on for? I don't know. I'm basically going to do the exact same set list I did 1 year ago, and that show was 40 minutes long. I've also got a birthday card addressed to Songs from the Spare Room. I think I'll open it. It's 1 today. I feel weird giving this to myself. If anything, I wish I could give it to like my past self, like, you know, from the first ever show. That reminds me about time. Clocks go forward tonight because of that, you know, that rhyme, the mnemonic rhyme. Spring, the clocks go forward. Fall, the clocks don't go forward. That's how I remember it. So it's a bit of an old clock, though. I didn't realise I had this clock. I only just found it in my room today. Can't remember when I got it. I don't really know how to set the clock forward an hour, but we'll tinker with that later. Right, already we have some troubles because I opened my first ever show with ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, or the applause emoji, or F's in chat for Songs from the Spare Room. I've changed that intro now. The intro is now ladies, gentlemen, and far more interesting people, which I got flack for the other week. The other problem that we've run into is my first ever parody that I sang was a parody of Dancing Queen by ABBA, and it was about quarantine. That's the word that I chose to rhyme with Dancing Queen. You're all in quarantine. But the thing is, every time I've performed that, I've been flagged by the DMCA. So we're not going to open with the first song. That's why I've been talking. Yes, applause emojis in the chat. That's all I wanted. Hi, applause emojis. I feel validated. But thank you very much for tuning in to this, the birthday show. We will start with the first ever song that I wrote for the pandemic. Let me know if the piano's too loud or anything, because I want to fix it at the start of the show. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body, but I can't touch your body, because otherwise we're screwed. And I'm here to advise you of the current guidelines. Please step away from side to side. 2 meters will do. Do not cough into your hands. Do not sneeze onto your nan, or else you will not like what happens next. And I also reckon wash your hands for 30 seconds and don't meet people in the bathroom for gay anonymous sex. And you shouldn't touch your face. You shouldn't touch your face. No, you shouldn't touch your face, your face, your face. Don't even touch your face, your face, your face. Baby! Wonderful. The wonderful George Michael there, coming back from the dead to warn you about the COVID pandemic guidelines. Is it a bit loud? I'll turn it a bit down then. Oh, thank you, Lisa Delph Stokes. A year ago, I didn't know your name either. I can't really say I love you. Don't even know you. I barely love people that I have known for years. Yeah. My pillow's empty, I need it to be stuffed. But I am allergic to feathers from ducks. Don't bring me down. No, 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 don't bring me down. Oh, woohoo! Because I cough and I sneeze, it sets off my allergies. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down. Don't bring me down. I'm not allowed to perform that in public anymore. Thank you. Welcome to the show. So a year ago, I decided to do a one-off show from my spare room. It's the room next door. It's got a bed in it now. It's not really a spare room. It's a guest room. Can't even fit my piano in it anymore because the bed is literally the size of a fucking room. Should have left it empty. I got a suitcase, propped my laptop on the top, got an old microphone that I'd bought, and had a big extended arm thing, and it was my old keyboard, which is over there, plastic. It lit up when you hit the keys, and I did this little show. It was going to be a one-off, but then amazing response. And I thought, you know what, I'll do it again next week. And then I did it the following week. I was then going to finish in week 8. I was then going to finish in week 20, and then 50, and then I'm still doing this. I've worked out that if Boris's road to getting out of the lockdown happens on June 20th, that means the final show will be June 18th, which will be show number 65. And I promise, if we are getting out of lockdown and that is the final show, it will be 2 hours long. We're going to celebrate getting out of here. Loads of you in the chat at the moment, so sorry. Do you love people who bought your discography, though? Yes, I fucking do, Natalie Mellors. All of these songs are available on albums, frizzfrizzle.bandcamp.com. You can treat yourself. The lighting is definitely better in this room. I agree. I've got a old lamp there. I've got my big light. I've got my wall of accolades. Anyway, let's continue doing the first ever set that I did for Songs from the Spare Room. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can owe, but I am short of cash. I hope that you understand that I need a place to draw funds out. So I guess I'll go and find a hole in the wall. The reason I did some Disney songs was because the first day of lockdown was also the first day that Disney Plus decided to become available in the UK. And I thought it was a bit dodgy, so I stuck in some Disney songs just in case. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. I already knew we were gonna have sex, but I wasn't expecting that you'd bring a guest. And when he wanted a threesome, I had to say yes. Now you've got your friend in me. You've got your friend in me. Can you get him out of me? Lovely. I left high school at 17, skipped out on university, lived in my parents' basement, life was sweet. My mum said I should get a job instead of living as a slob, so I went out to hand out my CV. I applied for McDonald's to serve up fries, but it turns out I was far too unqualified. To work at HMV you need at least one GCSE. But luckily for me, I found a job where I can stand around and have an attitude while selling teenagers pointless tat and shoes. I work at Claire's Accessories, the purple Claire's Accessories. I found myself the easiest career. I just stand at the till all day. Where else can you buy photo frames and at the same time get a pierced ear? I work at Claire's Accessories, the high street Claire's Accessories. My shop is filled with chavvy little tweens. The boss I talk to every day was a 12-year-old called Chardonnay, whose parents are somehow younger than me. I work at Claire's Accessories. It's online, Claire's Accessories. My discount card means I get shit for free. The customers all love it when I display crop tops for their friends, but not so much when I put them on me. David Seddon asks, have I won an award? It's coming up to the year anniversary of my award win. Maybe I'll do a special show then. Do I work at Claire's Accessories? No. I once performed that song to a corporate gig, which was a shopping mall award centre, and there was a whole table of people who worked at Claire's Accessories. They fucking loved that song. But they asked me afterwards, so do you work at Claire's Accessories as well? No, I'm the comedian. I'm the comedian they hired to do jokes about your specific workplace. What can you do? What can you do? I absolutely love Disney Plus. I watch all the Marvel movies, and then I did a marathon of Marvel movies, one a day, around this time last year. And I was annoyed that I had to rent The Incredible Hulk for $2.99. And I had to rent Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home. Looking forward to the new Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. But I love the Marvel movies. In fact, I have written a song for the first 7 Marvel movies in chronological order. And I'm going to play them for you now because what else are you going to do? It's a fucking lockdown. I watched Iron Man, then I wrote a parody of Iron Man. They get better. I am Bruce Banner and I am not fun. Ever since the gamma radiation. You wouldn't like me when I am angry. I increase my bulk. I'm big and green. I'm mean and obscene. When I'm angry like the Hulk. I watched Iron Man 2, then I wrote a parody of Iron Man 2 as well. You're allowed to rhyme it if it's a homophone. I'm from outer space. I'm fighting with my brother. I went into a pet shop so I could buy a horse. I've got long flowing hair. I like this drink another. Your human customs frighten me, but I don't care. I'm Thor. Hurt myself on the journey. Now I'm a little Thor. My name is Captain America. I like to fight for America. I am played by Chris Evans. No, not the DJ, the other one. The plot of the Avengers, it's really pretty groovy. A bunch of superheroes, from other different movies. Team up to stop an Asgardian villain who's attacking the streets with the help of some aliens. You've got Iron Man and Thor teamed up with the other four. They're trying to protect New York. They're up all night to get Loki. 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 I watched Iron Man 3. That's the end of the Iron Man trilogy. There we go. That's all 7. Ideally, I would love to write for all the Marvel movies. I've written one for Ant-Man and the Wasp. And it goes, Ant-Man and the Wasp. Solid as a rock there. I've also written one for Captain Marvel. Do you remember the 21st film from the Avengers? That's that one. I have written a song for Infinity War. Infinity is the 3rd Avengers movie. It's part 1, part 2 is Endgame. I am well aware that not everyone has seen Infinity War. They might be going through the Marvel movies right now. In fact, I know an audience member in the chat right now who is currently doing that. Just to let you know, the song that I've written for Infinity War has no spoilers in it. It's just, if you've seen the movie, you'll understand the reference. And you'll go, oh yeah, good one. But if you haven't seen the movie, the reference will just pass you by. But then when you eventually watch Marvel Avengers Infinity War, you'll think, oh yeah, that song, he referenced that bit. I get it now. So there's no spoilers at all in this song that I call Holy Fuck, Spider-Man's Dead. I'm here in outer space with my good friend Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. We tried to beat Thanos, we didn't win. Now it looks like it's the end of everything. And I love to say we did do everything we could, but Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. And that's 'cause I'm turning into leaves right now. I'm feeling weaker and weaker. I'm turning into leaves right now. Say goodbye to Peter. Somebody better save me now. Or wait till the sequel. I'm turning into leaves right now. Holy fuck, Spider-Man's dead. So, you heard that Paul Chuckle has got coronavirus? This was relevant a year ago. It's in the set. It's in the set list. I have to say this joke. So, Paul Chuckle got coronavirus. He should really stick to the social distancing rule, which is 2 meters, you. 2 meter you, 2 meters you, 2 meters you, 2 meter you, 2 meter you. Here's a song about the Teletubbies. I've got nothing to do all day. I'll sit in my PJs. Gonna sit on the sofa and watch the TV. I have a little look to see what's on CBeebies. A marathon of Teletubbies. I don't give a shit about Nunu, he's not my favourite one. And I don't really care about the baby in the sun. And I do not like Tubby Toast, I hate Tubby Custard the most. And I don't like Tinky Winky, or even Dipsy. But my favourite Teletubbies are Po and Lala, Po and Lala, Po and Lala, Po and Lala. I forgot the last chord there. I found it though. I found it. Jade Millers, I've watched them all now through virtual movie nights with Tony Hales. Not Tony Hale off of Arrested Development, I hope. I'd be very annoyed if you were hanging out with Tony Hale off of Arrested Development. I've still got no idea how to move this clock forward an hour. It's not really. I'll try it later. It's got like a Wi-Fi signal on it. I mean, this can't have like at the back there. It's got like some sort of radio broadcast thing. I don't imagine like an analog clock like this could link to a radio. Anyway, enough of that. We'll deal with that later. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Sherlock. I'm a detective consultant, solving a murder with my best friend Watson when other policemen are stumped. Hey, look, I just found a clue. We should take this evidence to Scotland Yard. Oh, let's go back to Lestrade. I really like that line. That's possibly my favourite lyric that I've ever written. So that was kids' TV, and then some more intellectual TV. You can get in the middle. Like, a lot of people love The Big Bang Theory when that was on the air. I don't like it as much. I prefer the original British version, which was called The Creationism Theory. It was about 4 Catholic priests who lived together in a flat. Sexy woman moves in next door, and they try to get the attention of her son to teach about religion. I don't know where your minds went. The theme tune is pretty good as well. It goes, the universe was made and it was 6 days long, and on the 7th day God rested. That's the end of the song. Here we go. So, people are wondering, Frizz, you've been doing this free show every Friday for a year now. Surely you're getting income. Well, I mean, the donations for the first ever show were amazing. It was the only reason I did the second show. The second show, it had dropped. I got 10% of the donation. And then on the third show, I got another reduction of 10%. And then it fell flat for a while. So how can you possibly afford to live, Frizz, if this is your only source of income? Well, I have friends who work for the show Horrible Histories, and what they do is they write sort of topical style parodies of that particular show. There's a brilliant one where it's a Morrissey Smith style parody. Oh my god, have you seen the trailer of the new Smiths movie? Fucking hell. Watch my version on Facebook first. Think, well, that's ridiculous. That can't be a movie. And then watch the actual trailer, and then you'll think, oh shit, that's pretty much the movie. That's on my Facebook and Twitter page right now. Don't watch it yet. Wait till after the show. So yeah, it's a Smith-style parody about Charles Dickens and all of Charles Dickens' work. Because again, he sort of wrote like tragedy and poor and like miserable stuff. It's very good. They've got a really good Westlife-style parody featuring the first 4 King Georges. And I thought, well, if they're writing funny songs, if they're doing parodies for educational purposes, maybe I could do parodies for educational purposes, for the kids and that. And luckily, a school opened across the road from me, which means now, unfortunately, I have to move. But before I do, I had a chat with the headmaster, socially distanced, of course. And yeah, we got through some of the educational parodies that I could do. And he said, well, in science we're doing sex education. Do you have any sex education songs? And I said, yes. My friend doesn't want any more children. Him and his wife now have 17. But he never, ever wants to wear a condom. So he's getting a vasectomy. Vasectomy! Woohoo! Vasectomy! Woohoo! And the headmaster said, no, that's very inappropriate. In history, we're doing World War II. Do you have any songs about World War II? And I said, of course I do. Did you hear about the Führer, Führer, Führer? He wants to make the nation purer, purer, purer. He is not a nice man, living in the Reichstag. And he said, no, offensive, don't do that. I had one more chance. It was religious studies. Did I have any songs about the crucifixion of Jesus? And I said, well, I mean, yes, I do. And the headmaster asked me, are you a religious man? And I said, me? Definitely. I am a strong believer in that man in the white robes with the beard. He had many, many followers. He disappeared for a bit, but then he came back. I am, of course, talking about Craig David. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ, 7 days. On my way to see my friends, who always seem to be following me. We made plans to gather around a table. Must have been about 30 AD. We made plans to eat, and the wine was my blood and the bread was my body. Little did I know that my week was about to turn out shit, because I was telling parables on Monday. Judas then betrayed me on Wednesday, was having my last supper on Thursday, was killed on Friday, was still dead on Saturday, I rose on Sunday. And the headmaster went, no, that is really, really inappropriate. No kid has even ever heard of Craig David. So apparently a year ago, I've got him in notes here, Easter cancelled, and Boris Johnson's egg hunt. Boris Johnson's egg hunt. He must have been doing some sort of Easter event a year ago. Here's a song about the Pope. We all know the current Pope is Pope Francis. He's the one in charge of religion and praise. But before him, it was Pope Benedict. 2005 till 2013 was his papal reign. Papal reign! Papal reign! Papal reign! Papal reign! I'm doing Prince's Purple Rain. Prince's Purple Rain there. MDubs152. Is the clock radio controlled? Maybe it'll do it automatically. But it's analog. It's got a radio thing in the back, or like Wi-Fi. I don't imagine this clock having Wi-Fi. When was it made? Weirdly, it doesn't say. No, it can't be 2046. That must be a serial number. That can't be the year it was made. Yeah, well, we'll find out. We'll find out near the end of the show. If you haven't figured out already, I'm warming up for a bit that I'm going to be doing at the end of the show. What? What's it going to do? Yes, no idea how to wind that clock forward. I shall try it. I shall try it before the end of the show. What's he going to do before the end of the show? So the Euros were cancelled last year, which is annoying because I came up with a football chant. That's right. I was watching the World Cup in 2018, perhaps? And everyone always got mad at Raheem Sterling because he really, really, really wanted to score a goal. Every time the ball was near him, he would take it, try and score a goal, and fail. And people got mad at that. People got mad at the man trying to score goals. You do know goals equal points, don't you? But I thought I'd be a lad about it, and I wrote a new football chant. Because what is a football chant if not a loud parody? And it goes, come on, Raheem, you were part of a team, fucking pass it. I yell at the screen, your only flaw is that you try to score, but you mean well. So come on, Raheem. So next time you're football watching, give that a go. Give that a go. Sorry, all this talk about football, this is too straight. This is too straight. I am a proud, open bisexual. I think we need to get a little more gay. So let's get a little more gay. I had a night out at the local gay scene. I bumped into a friend who had just turned 18. He introduced me to his new lover. It was my Uncle Joe, who begged and pleaded that I don't tell it to my aunt that he's a homosexual. He's only just found out that he's gay. And if I told my aunt, she would just go off on one. So I told him that his secret's straight. Tell it to my aunt. Tell it to my aunt. Tell it to my aunt. That is so much better than the Whole Again parody I sat through and eventually succumbed. Is that a football chant? Is that a football chant? I must know what the Whole Again football chant is. Oh, you can quote me on that, by the way. A football chant is nothing but a loud parody. Frizz frizzle. Let's get more gay. Well, he counts some sheep before he goes to bed. And he once got a turkey stuck on his head. Got nice clothes, got nice hair, got a jacket made of tweed, Mr. Bean. You see what I've done there. It's The Greatest Showman. Anyway, let's talk about a better musical. I absolutely love the music of Les Miserables. I would never, ever, ever, ever change a single lyric about it. What I have done, though, is I have taken the lyrics of Les Mis and I've put them to different, happier tunes, which, of course, is the work of a sane person. And I call the process Less Miserable. Because I'm hilarious. Start with the sound of music. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, saying goodbye. Look down, you're here until you die. Now a bit of Tom Jones. Sex bomb, we know Tom Jones. Now bring me prisoner 24601. Your time is up and your parole's begun. Do you know what that means? Yes, it means I'm free. No, you get your yellow ticket of leave. Man, I love that yellow ticket of leave. 601, 601, 24601. Your time is up and your parole's begun. 601, 601, 24601. My name is Jean Valjean and I'm Javert. It's time for the early 2000s club hit, Come With Me, by Special D. Come with me, come with me, come with me, castle on a cloud. There is a castle on a cloud, I like to go there in my sleep. Not many floors for me to sweep, not on my castle on a cloud. There is a lady all in white, she's nice to see and soft to touch. She likes to sing a lullaby, cause I love you very much. A bit muppety. There's a fate that can't be broken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables and my friends are dead gone. Here they spoke of revolution. Here it was they lit the flame. Here they sang about tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. Phantom faces at the window, phantom shadows on the floor. Empty chairs at empty tables where my friends will meet no more. My friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs at empty tables, my friends will meet no more. And we'll end on the sound of music. Red, the blood of angry men. Black, the dark of ages past. Tea, a drink with jam and loaf of bread. That will bring him home. 24601. Bring him home, 24601. That is way better than my Les Mis parody, Les Dawson Miserables, where I just sat and played the piano. It's Les Dawson Miserables. One day more. Another day, another destiny. Destiny. Yeah, I can see that working. Katie Swaby. Now it's time for songs I couldn't fit in the show. See if I remember the lyrics to this. I've only got the chords written down. I'm working at a Butlins camp and all they do is songs that make you dance. We've had Superman and the Cha-Cha Slide, but there's one song I simply can't abide. It's Agadoo Babe. Agadoo Babe. Agadoo Babe. Had a weird job in the city. My job was to kidnap a number of authors, put them in a sack in the back of a van, and then drown them in a body of water. Stephen King is in the lake, Roald Dahl is in the sea, and Rowling's in the river. Hello, Dad. It was my 11th birthday. I was given a cake. Was told I was a wizard. I thought that was a mistake. But Hagrid sat me down and said, "You're a wizard, Harry." We had to pop into a shop on Diagon Alley. I had to buy a wand, which was a bit absurd. But where was it that I could go so I could buy a bird? An owl bazaar. Owl bazaar? Owl bazaar. Owl bazaar? Owl bazaar. Owl bazaar. It's an owl bazaar. Owl bazaar. How many owls in the owl bazaar? We never know. We never know. If you would like to see the full rendition of Owl Bazaar, or as I call it, OMC, Obtaining a Magical Creature, you can YouTube search for Frizz Frizzle live at the Little Rail House, which is a gig I did back in late July. Apart from Leicester Comedy Festival, that was my only gig of last year. Apart from Leicester Comedy Festival and fucking Switzerland. Check me out, multinational comedian Frizz Frizzle. But yeah, give that a watch. It's a nice half hour. It's me lip syncing to my own songs and telling stories and jokes in the middle. It was a very weird experience where just before the gig I was told we can't actually do live music because of COVID. Apparently singing emits more germs in the air, so I can't sing. So see how I solve that problem? Live at the Little Rail House. Give it a watch after this show. We've got Ed Sheeran. I believe this is a brand new parody that I wrote on the day of the show, and I thought, I've not got any structure to it. But it's Ed Sheeran doing the soundtrack to The Shining. Riding around a hotel on my bike, and I see these girls that I do not like. These creepy twins are staring at me, saying, "Come play with us forever, my creepy little hallway girls." My creepy little hallway girls. Hallway girls. I know I'm not Ed Sheeran. I think I could easily be Ed Sheeran, and you can be Ed Sheeran as well, using this fancy trick. Loop pedals are mainly Ed Sheeran's, currency. That's how he does it. He does everything on stage. He just one bit of a guitar, loop pedals it, records it, and then it loops back. He adds another bit. He sings. He then harmonises with himself. I can tell you how to become Ed Sheeran from the comfort of your own home. All you need is a streaming service like Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, and another computer of which to write on, to perform with even. Oh, by the way, Mark Grimshaw, if you're out there, you're a shitbean. Thank you, Jordizzle and Mark Grimshaw, for donating channel points towards that. So in a minute, I'm going to tell you how you can become Ed Sheeran just using a live stream and a bit of a laggy app. But before I do so, just to let you know, I've been doing this show every single fucking Friday for free. I've never missed one. I even did Christmas Day and New Year's Day, and I love it. Thank you so much for coming back. I couldn't have done it without your support. But also, I can't really do it without your monetary support. If you fancy paying for the year of entertainment I've give, you can do so at paypal.me/frizzfrizzle. You don't even need a PayPal account to do so. And as I always say, if you can't afford to do so, it doesn't matter. I'm just glad that you are here with me and we are distracting ourselves from the world at the moment. I told you earlier my plans were to finish at show 65 because hopefully we'll be out of lockdown. But rest assured, if we are not out of lockdown, I'm continuing this. Anyway, right, so let's do Ed Sheeran. Here's a tip for singing like Ed Sheeran. Get a time lag while you're live streaming. Here's a tip for singing like Ed Sheeran. Get a time lag while you're live streaming. Here's a little tip sounding like Ed Sheeran. Here's a little tip sounding like Ed Sheeran. Get a time lag while you're live streaming. Ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Wow 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 wow. Wow wow wow. Here's a little tip for singing like Ed Sheeran. Get a time lag while you're live streaming. And we've got feedback. Not great feedback. Never is. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and far more interesting people. I'm going to do the last song of the set, but rest assured I will be back after an advert break. And we will continue. We'll have an after party. I'll take your requests, and we'll take this show to 9:30. But first, I have to. Oh, wait a second. Hang on a sec. Right, I've got this first birthday card. It's for me. I bought it for me. But I think I need to... I think this clock is going to help us out a lot. If I could tell myself a year ago that I would be performing every Friday for a whole year, he'd be elated. So, let's not put the clock forward. Let's put the clock back. Let's do it back. Oh my gosh. I think we can. Hello? Hello? Who's that? Who's there? Hi, Frizz. Don't worry at all. I'm you from 1 year in the future. Oh my god! And you've still got the same shirt on. It's sort of become like a brand for me. It's like a brand. Like I do the show with a shirt. Oh, so if you're a year in the future, like you must be celebrating the year anniversary of this one show, this one performance of Songs from the Spare Room that I'm doing. Well, I am celebrating the anniversary, but rest assured, it's not just one show you do. You end up doing a show every week. Every week? Yes, every week. For a full fucking year? So, yeah, you do. Also, why are you like an octave higher than me? So the audience can differentiate between the two of us. I guess that makes sense. Wow, a whole year of shows every Friday. So does this become huge? Does this go viral? Do I win awards for this show? You don't go viral. You just do it for the love of it. Are you about to do the show now? Yeah, I'm gonna do my new Ed Sheeran bit. It involves me playing my own live stream back on my phone on a time delay. It's not a great bit. Oh no, it's definitely great. It's got award-winning comedian written all over it. You don't win an award for that. Oh, that's a shame. So do people donate really big at the end of the show? They do to this next show that you're about to do. Wowzers trousers! Never in my life have I fucking said wowzers trousers. Yes, you have. It's your new catchphrase. I don't think I've gone back in time. I think I've gone to an alternate dimension. No, Frizz, you've changed the timeline now. Now my catchphrase is wowzers trousers. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that a beer? Yes, it's a beer. It looked like that you were sipping a beer as well at the same time. Oh no, I stay sober during my Friday shows. I have to, otherwise what'll happen if I get drunk during a Friday night show? You end up talking to yourself from a year. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, I've got this card for you. It's 4 songs from the spare room, and it's not an award, but it is a first birthday card saying one today. I hope you enjoy it. Wowzers, trousers! No, enough of that. Fucking bullshit. Hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. That wasn't planned. Anyway, does anyone have any questions for past Frizz? Would present day Frizz date Frizz from the past? That's from Wig Vomit. Wig Vomit? No one's called Wig Vomit. I perform this show only exclusively on Facebook Live, and you're only allowed real names on Facebook. Well, that said, you actually start performing on Twitch. Twitch as well. Fucking Twitch? Like that Let's Play thing. I'd never go on fucking Twitch. Actually, you do, and you become an affiliate within a week. Does that pay well, then? No, it fucking doesn't. Ladies and gentlemen, far more interesting people, we're going to do the final song of this set, and then we'll go for a break, and we'll come back for a final little bit of Q&A and request. Look at all that chat coming in. If you know it, sing along. It's dedicated to you all tonight because you're all so beautiful. Actually, if you do know it, and you're watching me on something with speakers like a TV, why don't you record yourself singing? West Philadelphia was born and raised, and the playground is where I spent most of my days, just chilling out, Max, you know, relaxing all cool, shooting some b-ball outside the school, when a couple of guys who were up to no good, they started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight, and my mum got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." Verse 2. Well, I whistled for a cab, and when it came near, the license plate said fresh, and it had dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this cab was rare, but I thought, now forget it. Yo, home to Bel Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8, and I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." I looked at my kingdom, I was finally there to sit on my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. Goodbye, Philadelphia. Goodbye, my friends. You have been the one. You've been the one for me. Bye, Philadelphia. And Jazzy Jeff, you have been the one. You have been the one for... Take it, past Frizz. Me. Bit overindulgent. Me. Ladies and gentlemen, and far more interested people, thank you so much for sticking around with me for a year. We've got another show. Show number 54 is this Friday. Share it among your friends. I absolutely love... I think my stream disconnected for a bit. Let me know in the chat if you... Yeah, a lot of people think the stream has ended. Fair enough. Apologies for that. Oh no, I think we're back on. I think we're back on. Might not be. am I back now? I think I might only just be on Twitch. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, bonus show. We've got 8 minutes. Get your requests in. Although, what I will do is because I was told that the beginning of my show yesterday, the piano was far too loud. And not everyone could hear the new parodies I've written. So I'm going to perform them for you now. I'm going to perform one. Really, really happy with this one. This is the parody that was, the piano was too loud yesterday and no one could hear this. So this is an exclusive just for the after party. Okay. You can never know what it's like to keep getting confused with another guy. Oh, fuck, I've already forgotten the lyrics. Yeah. You can never know what it's like to keep getting confused with another guy. I don't mean to be rude, but I must insist. I wasn't in Sleepless in Seattle, I was in Twister. People used to come up to me to ask for autographs or a selfie. When they saw my signature, they started to cry. They seemed to get really upset. I wasn't that Pullman guy. Don't you know that I'm Bill Paxton, thespian in my own right? I'm the one from Weird Science. I'm the one who's not alive. I'm Bill Paxton. Why can't anybody see? They even put rest in peace Bill Pullman in my obituary. But I'm Bill Paxton. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not Bill Pullman. No, no, no. Lovely. Oh, wowzers trousers indeed. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Yeah. So, any questions, any requests, I will get them right through. Let's see. Let's look at what show 2. Oh, of course. Yeah. We can't celebrate Songs from the Spare Room without doing this next one. Going out for a run and I am having such fun. Gotta be fast because I want to win. Now I'm off for a swim. It is easy as piss cause it's only a swim. Yes, it's only a swim. I'm in front of the race. There's a smile on my face cause I'm nearing the end and I'm beating my friends. And as I cross the finish line, I'm pretty sure that I have won now, but the judges have their thumbs down. What the fuck? The referee is telling me, and I lose control. Holy shit, I missed out the middle bit. I thought it was a swim and run, but it was a triathlon. And even though I tried to win, I forgot the cycling. Put my medal to one side, cause I missed the bike ride. I missed the bike ride. I didn't pedal. I didn't pedal. I didn't pedal. Didn't pedal. We've got a request. The Facebook stream has stopped. Yeah, I've got absolutely no idea what happened there. I pressed the be right back thing and then went on my other laptop to start an advert break on Twitch, and the Twitch thing wouldn't load. So it was just disconnected from Facebook for some reason. Has this started as a new video, by the way? Has this started as a new video? Let me know. Anyway, we've got a request. A request from David Seddon. He wants me to do the Rees-Mogg song, which I wrote for a Halloween special, which I believe is in this book here. This is book 2, I believe. Here we go. Here we go. He's slender and he's grinning, his policies are chilling, he has 1 million children, the Rees-Mogg family. He's posh and he is boring, he is a fucking Tory, his children are Victorian, the Rees-Mogg family. Slim, Quim. Cunt. He's dressed in a tuxedo, drinking a glass of Pinot. He's from the fucking Beano, the Rees-Mogg family. Now, considering I did that song in Halloween, I'm impressed that I've remembered that all. No, it's only on Twitter, but it's on YouTube as well. Ian Bowden has commented on YouTube. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, that is the end. That is the end of the show. Thank you very much for hanging about. We're gonna raid. Who are we gonna raid? Who are we gonna raid? We're gonna raid. Talking of birthdays, it is Sean Morley's Twitch birthday. He has been streaming on Twitch. They have been streaming on Twitch. I don't know. Let's be safe and say they. And yeah, we're gonna raid Sean Morley. Wish them a happy birthday. That's going to be the raid message over on Twitch. But for the rest of you, thank you so much for tuning in. If you can, paypal.me/frizzfrizzle. It helps support this nonsense. And I will definitely see you not this time, but on Friday. On Friday. I will see you on Friday. But before we raid, this week has been fucking terrible for me. Absolutely terrible. There's been stuff that's happened where I've stuck up for at not being racist. I've basically thought that the direct messages and private messages that I've been getting from people who don't even know me, saying that I'm ruining comedy, that my opinions are not valid, broke me. It broke me yesterday. Nearly didn't do the stream. So glad I did. It was a nice distraction. I wasn't looking at my phone. It was just me singing my silly songs, celebrating a year. And I've got you to thank for that. My mental health is usually in the toilet when it comes to anxiety. And this year, there's been a pandemic on. I'm pretty damn fucking anxious. But doing this show every Friday, without missing one, to see the same people on in the chat, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It reaffirms my stance that people are good. And not just because you watch me, there's a whole bunch of other online community you could be watching. Today I was made admin of the Lockdown Comedy Guide on Facebook. Search Lockdown Comedy Guide on Facebook. Tell them I sent you. And every day there is an update of all the online comedy that you could be watching. They're so good. There's such good shows out there. But for now, we are going to raid Sean Morley. Do wish them a happy birthday in the chat. That's going to be the raid message. Happy birthday, Sean! And I will see you next time for Songs in the Spare Room. Thank you so much for watching.